Donald Trump is upset that people are criticizing slavery. So Trump is worried that the National Museum in Washington, our federal museums that are free for everybody, the Smithsonian, are presenting slavery in a bad light. And this is part of his overall concern about the woke agenda, which really means that Donald Trump is worried about Epstein. And he's trying to deflect again, this time with woke stuff. What he's claiming is that our National Museum in Washington, one presumes the American History Museum, is presenting America in a bad light. I've been to the museum. Most of it's America in quite a good light. There's the ruby slippers from Wizard of Oz. There's Archie Bunker's chair. Lots of the American flag. Lots of cool stuff. But he doesn't like the fact that it talks about slavery. Well, how do you have an American History Museum and not talk about slavery? And how do you talk about slavery and not, and present it in a good light? I mean, come on, guys, let's be serious here. He wants to whitewash history, and I don't agree. Obviously, I don't agree with that. I guess my point here is, he's playing games to distract from Epstein. But generally speaking, there are some people on the far left who like to criticize America and say America's no good because of slavery and all this crap, right? We've got our flaws. Every country's got its flaws. Look around, folks. Every group of people has its flaws. Look around in your history. But he's lying here. The Smithsonian is all about what's good about America. The American History Museum has to touch on slavery and some of the bad parts. Japanese internment, which, by the way, an amazing exhibit a couple decades ago that I didn't even know much about Japanese internment until I saw the exhibit at the Smithsonian. We interred Japanese Americans. We put them in prison camps in World War II to keep them safe. This kind of crap, right? Horrible stuff. That's important stuff to know, and it's part of our history. But the museum, 99% of it is positive stuff about America. Julia Child's Kitchen is there, which is really cool. He's lying again. But again, final point here, how bad slavery was. He's also throwing in the racism, which is what this whole woke thing is about. It's not just distracting from Epstein. It's about institutionalizing racism in America and bigotry and hate. And that ain't right.